So, welcome to today's webinar. Today is Tuesday, the 7th of February 2017, and the time is 12 here in the UK. Looking at an AUDUSD daily chart in today's analysis, we're going to do what we do in every day's analysis. We're going to go through the pairs on this list here, and we're going to look at each time frame I trade for those pairs. So yeah, let's get started. AUDUSD is heading down. I entered short on AUDUSD last week, got out with a little bit of profit, but it turned around pretty quickly because of NFP. So it was closed out as a profitable trade, but it really wasn't that good a trade. It was a pretty bad trade, really. But a few of you, correct me if I'm wrong, re-entered this one yesterday, right, on the forum? Or was that just one or two people? Did anyone here enter this short on the forum? No? No? Alright, cool. Then we won't bother talking about it. I wasn't really convinced that it should be re-entered. I don't really like setups like that where, you know, it's gone back up and then you have to enter a second time, so I didn't re-enter. It looks like for those who did, it's making profit, so I guess that's good, but it's not a trade I would have entered. Alright, let's check out, wait, did we actually check out AUDUSD though? I mean, it's in between two support resistance areas, so there's not much that's tradable right now. Alright, Euro GBP, let's look what's happening there. Euro GBP, it's kind of ranging on that resistance area. Kind of looks maybe okay on the daily, but nah, nothing I'm really that interested in. AUDCAD looks like it's in between two support resistance areas, so we're not going to see anything here. GBPU, look at that. Okay. Daily 12 hour. Hello. That looks quite nice. All right, so potential long setup might form on GBPUSD. Right now I'm looking at this on the 12 hour. There's about 8 hours until this candle closes, so we've got quite some time until it closes. So this might not even end up being a setup by the time it closes. By the time it closes, it could just continue to push down. But seeing these kinds of signs on top of a support area, you know, it's a pretty decent sign that price is slowing down, that we might see a reversal coming up. On the 6 hour, obviously it's going to be on the same on the 6 hour, but we're seeing it on the 6 hour too. 6 hour candle's got 4 hours until close. GBPUSD does look good for a potential long reversal, so let's keep a close eye on it, see how it plays out. I wouldn't get too excited because we've got several hours until the candle closes, but it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. To the top of the list, GBPAUD. What is up with GBPAUD? Oops. Delete. Yep. GBPAUD. It's in between two support resistance areas. Nothing much going on. Ooh. Okay, that could be interesting on a higher time frame. Not on the daily. Maybe 12 hour. Yeah, there it is. 12 hour. This looks pretty cool. Major resistance area. Very major resistance area. That reversal, that reversal. So this has pretty much been resistance since the start of December, the end of November 2016. It's made 2 attempts at breaking through this resistance area. Both times it failed. It's making a 3rd attempt now. Let's see how this plays out. This could be a good opportunity for a short reversal trade. If we get indecision forming here, we could be seeing a potential reversal. So let's keep a close eye on AUDCAD. It actually looks pretty decent, and it's from a very strong resistance area. Same deal, we've got 10 hours until the candle closes because it's a 12-hour candle. 6 hour, this candle's already closed. I'm definitely going to look at this on a higher time frame though. I'm going to look at this on the 12-hour. Last 2 times it reversed from here took quite some time, so 12 hour or daily would be where I would want to take this trade, not a lower time frame. I'll be keeping a close eye on this one on the 12-hour. AUDCAD on the list. AUD New Zealand, what's up with that? In between two areas. Nope. CADJPY. Ooh. Loads of potential setups today, hey? Not a big fan of CADJPY, to be honest. But there's no denying that this is a strong support area. It had a very strong recent bounce here. Had some bounces back here, it seems. Yeah, look at those ones. So this is definitely a strong area. This is actually a psychological level too. It's a major psychological level, 8500. So 8500 is here. The major psych levels are, you know, the big rounded numbers. So 84.00, 85.00. Those are the major psych levels. But this one is even more significant because it's like in between. So it's in between the 80 and the 90. It's the 8500. Psychological levels are just areas that have some significance to people. So they're kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because people think the number is significant, they tend to place their stop losses around there. So the 8500 is a nice rounded number. It sits in between the 90 and the 80. It's the midway point between those two. It has had support. It has shown support very recently, and also back mid 2016, it showed very good resistance. Has a lot of good history. Yeah, this actually looks pretty decent. So let's keep a close eye on CADJPY. Not as interested with the CADJPY trade as I am with GBPUSD and AUDCAD. Just not a big fan of CADJPY. I'm not really that big a fan of JPY pairs in general lately, but CADJPY specifically is a bit of a weird one. 1 second, guys, I've got a phone call. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I just had an important phone call I had to take. I'm back now. You guys can still hear me, yeah? Yeah, alright, cool. So CADJPY, it looks interesting. Not as good a setup, I would say, just based on the pair itself, not the visual price action. The price action looks good. I just, you know, there's some pairs that I just don't feel as comfortable trading. CADJPY is one of them. JPY pairs have just been a bit messy lately overall, and CADJPY is just a pair that, you know, I can't even remember the last time I traded it, if ever. So I'm not super confident about jumping into a trade there, but it's definitely something worth keeping an eye on. So let's do so. USD JPY, what's up with this? Nothing much. It's gone below support. So Euro AUD, what's going on with Euro AUD? They have pretty messy support resistance on this pair. It's bouncing from support, but I don't know. I don't even like this support that much. That's why it's marked as orange. I'm not going to do anything with that. Euro CAD is in between two support resistance areas, so we don't really see anything there. Euro JPY is forming pretty solid indecision on a support area. Oops. Towards the lower end of this support though. Definitely towards the lower end, because the support seems to be closer to up here. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I did the same thing again. I don't like it when you get indecision forming like towards the end of support, because ideally my entry is going to have to be up here, somewhere up there, because I want it to kind of clear this this support area to make sure that support has not become resistance. So my entry, I'd want it to be somewhere up here, which would pull my stop loss down to here, which will give me a bad risk to reward ratio. Not that interested in this. I guess I'll pull it to the top just to keep an eye on it, but yeah, it's not something I'm probably not going to trade that. Very, very unlikely. Euro New Zealand, yeah, nothing's going on there. Euro USD, in between two support resistance areas, nothing really going on there. GBPUSD, in between two support resistance areas, kind of. Getting towards the support though. New Zealand CAD, nothing is happening here. New Zealand USD, it has reversed from resistance. This is what I was looking for last week. If you remember last Tuesday's analysis, I was hoping that price would come up to here. It looked like it was headed up to there, but it just never actually happened until today. But I couldn't have traded a reversal there anyway. It reversed too fast, so it doesn't really matter. USD CAD. Didn't we already look at USD CAD? Or am I going crazy? No, it was USDJPY that we looked at. Alright, USD CAD. It's in between two support resistance areas, nothing really tradable there. USD CHF, same deal. It's in between two support resistance areas, nothing that I would want to trade. Gold. Let's just see what it's doing. It's breaking up, nice. But yeah, nothing that I would trade there. I don't even really trade gold. Okay, so what do we have for today? We have GBPUSD looking quite good, forming indecision on top of a support area. This one does have some potential. If it closes as is now, it has some potential. This candle is much like the EURJPY example I was showing. It is towards the lower end of the support area, but it has a very small lower wick. So if it closes as is now, we'll easily get a good risk to reward ratio on this. So this is definitely a good potential trade. AUDCAD has a lot of potential here. Keep a close eye on that. CADJPY, it's obvious what we're seeing here. We're seeing indecision forming on support, so there's potential for a long reversal. I'm just not too excited about it because of the pair itself. Not a pair I commonly trade. EURJPY, probably not going to do anything there, but I'm just going to keep an eye on it, see how it plays out. But the three main ones are GBPUSD, AUDCAD, CADJPY. I'm not saying I won't enter CADJPY. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's not my favorite out of the three. It's just not a pair that I'm crazy about. But yeah, that covers the analysis. Are there any questions about these setups?